am Cynthia Wakio, the Communication and Events Manager at Corporate Staffing Services, and today's topic of discussion is signs that show it's time to update your HR skills. I am joined by Pamina Swainaina, our lead trainer at Corporate Staffing Services, who is going to be taking us through this topic and give us these signs. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you too.
So why is it crucial for every HR professional to update their skills?
There are two reasons why I would encourage, every HR professionals to be thinking about updating their skills now and then. And number one is to be relevant. Why? Because there are all these changes, changes are taking place that affects the HR profession. For example, there could be a change in law, a labor law. And if you are not familiar with the change, as they say, ignorance is no defense. So how can you be able to offer the best advice? How can you act as an internal advisor to the management, to the organization, if you are not updated with the latest happenings in the profession? Number two is also because for you to stand out in the profession, then you need to be aware of what is happening, the latest. So if you need to stand out in the profession, if you're looking to change jobs, if you're looking for greener pastures, opportunities, then the employer would want to know, do you have the relevant skills? Are you up to date with what is happening in the HR and the people and even the management world?
Yeah. And what signs are this that one should look out for, that it's actually time to update my skills?
That's quite a good and interesting question. Some of the signs you should look out is, number one, obviously, is there anything new in the industry? Is there anything that is happening? And I'll give you a good example of COVID, what COVID brought. So 3 years ago, we weren't talking about hybrid working, remote working. Those were foreign concepts. We weren't even talking about online engagement, whether it came to interviews or training. But it's a reality with us. The workplaces, the changes have forced us to be flexible and to adopt to the new ways of working. So ask yourself, what is new? What is happening that impacts the HR profession? Yeah. The second thing, and I feel this is very important, is if you've been in your current job for many, many years, either the same organization or doing the same job. So chances are, if you're in the same organization, you face the same issues day in, day out. So there's a very high probability you might be missing out on other things out there. Yeah. So don't fall into the temptation of getting into a comfort zone if you've been doing the same thing day in, day out. Same case, if you've also been at the same position, maybe you move today, you're a HR policy, you get another HR officer, you get another job, you move to a different company, you also still a HR officer. So chances are you also be just competent in one area and you might be missing out on the challenges and the opportunities which are ahead of you. Yeah. The other area is also in terms of also paying attention to the environment and even what is happening in other industries. For example, just even before COVID, we started to see an uptake of ICT, information technology really becoming part and parcel of our life. For example, nowadays, for transport, taxis, even when you're talking about logistics, everything has moved online. So as HR, if you're not keeping abreast with what is happening, then you might be able to lose out. If it's the issue of reporting, nowadays HR cannot just sit and say, I'm not good with numbers, I'm not a finance person. In fact, there's what you call HR analytics, which is all to do with how do you understand the business from a numbers perspective. Yeah, so even that I feel it's important. Be able to see, oh, this is what is happening with other industries, and either it's affecting HR directly or indirectly. Yeah.
Now, it's one thing to get these skills, but where do you get these quality skills?
Yeah.
What are the channels?
That's a very good question. Number one is there's a lot of free information around us. And a good example is the YouTube channels, just like this one. And there's a lot of content. There are blogs, there are websites. People are sharing their experiences. So to say, for any topic that you feel there's a gap, let's say you feel that you have a gap in leadership, there are a lot of content. There's a lot of content online. So that would be the starting point. But then again, the more you get to the next level, quality really matters, because you don't just want opinion, you want experts. So when it comes to quality, then ask yourself, who can I go to? So, for example, people like us who are accredited, there's a course we offer, a very unique course, which is Master HR Skills. So you find there's a HR professional who's not exposed to all HR areas. So they may not be fully aware of performance management. They've never done HR policies. They've never done performance management. So for this course, we offer you a helping hand where one of our experts will take you through the practical aspect, not just the theory. Yeah. So that way we're able to bridge the gap such that even if your current opportunity does not offer you that opportunity to learn those critical skills, you'll be able to learn with us, and that will open the doors for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts?
I would say if you want to be relevant, then acquiring skills is a must. So just like companies, if you look at organizations, they spend a large chunk of their money advertising themselves, marketing themselves. And they know that if they go quiet, as we say, out of sight, out of mind. So there's a high chance that we may not remember them, and we might even go for a competitor.
Yeah.
So the reason why Safaricom is number one is because they are always out there, doing something to remind us that we should be using their services, and that they are number one. So it's the same case. The way we advertise ourselves as professionals is to show that we are relevant, we are up to date,
Yeah.
we have what it takes.
Yes.
And that way you're able to convince either your current employer or a future employer that indeed you're the right person for the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
So there you have it from our lead trainer. If you feel that you're experiencing these signs and it's time to update your skills, please click on the link below and you'll see the course that we're offering here at Corporate Staffing. See you next time.